Welcome back to my fucking video. I'm so glad you're here because today we're gonna learn so much so that I wanted to talk today about a video that I seen a couple days ago, right? And it's still stuck with me. It was on my mind for a while. And basically what happened was that this guy, he was on stage, he was explaining a scenario where Michael Jordan was traumatized, or he was like an incident, right? Michael Jordan had an incident where he was in a coma. And let's say, for example, Michael Jordan in the coma wakes up. And upon waking, he doesn't know who he is. Right, he doesn't know he's the Michael Jordan, best player of all time, etc., etc. He has no idea of his accomplishments. He has no idea who he is. When he wakes up, he decides that, okay, I need to do something in order to make money. I need to go to be a fucking McDonald's manager or some shit, whatever. And imagine you go up to him and you tell him, yo, like, you're the Michael Jordan, like, what are you doing here? You should be like fucking playing basketball or something. And he'll look at you like, no, what do you mean? I'm Michael. I work at this McDonald's, I'm the manager, and I'm looking to become go higher on the rankings of the system, whatever. You will look at him crazy because you will see how much talent, how much skill he has and he possesses. And that's the same thing with our goals and with our self-image. What happens at times is that we forget who the fuck we are. We're just a spiritual being having a physical experience. So we tend to attach ourselves to the character, but we're not the character, we're just the player. Okay? Don't let that shit fly over your heads. You are not this body, you are not this person. You can choose each and every single day who you choose to be. You can be somebody else. You don't have to be that person that goes to that job and works that 9 to 5, has relationships this way. You can be and you can choose to be somebody different. You have to assume that you are somebody different in order to become that person, right? We must be before we become. So I found it very interesting that we tend to fall asleep and not realize our potential, right? Because when you imagine and you see yourself as the highest possible positive version of yourself, you're in that mansion, you're whipping those cars, you have that beautiful wife, your family is good, and we tend to daydream on this shit. We don't take this serious. We don't think that that is possible for us, but it's like you're asleep. You have to realize that that could be you. And that is you if you choose to accept it as true. Everything is as you are. Okay? Life is a fucking mirror. It's a fucking reflection of who you are being. If you are not liking the results that you are having, it's because you must change the fucking reflection in the mirror and become the person that you want to become. Act as if. You understand? Act as if. I think it's very important. That we persist in our assumption, because it takes time for our assumption to catch up to reality. This 3D world is so much easier for me to move this cup from here to point A to point B, right? But when you're trying to bring something from your mind into reality, it's gonna take some time, and it's okay. You have to learn to be patient. You have to learn to persist in the assumption of the wish fulfilled. And in order to do that, you must let go. You must let go of all physical reality. You cannot trust this world. This world will deceive you. And if you continue to believe in the 3D world, it's going to continue to deceive you. You must let go and not go and believe anything you see in the 3D world, and actually just persist in your assumption. For example, if I want to make $10,000 a month and I want to be successful in trading, right? I cannot let any physical circumstance in the current point right now, in the time being, sway me off my feeling states of being a successful trader, no matter how many accounts I don't blown. I know it sounds insane, I know it sounds crazy, but if you continue to feel lack and you continue to feel like if you're of blowing accounts and not being successful and you're reacting, right? You're reenacting the feeling of not being successful. It's gonna continue to loop in your life. You have to learn to not let these things deceive you. Ignore them. Be delusional. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, and you guys are probably not gonna believe what the fuck I'm saying. But in the long run, you're gonna understand what the fuck it means to just let go and let God. Right? I got this bracelet from a lovely lady this week, and I'm not sure if you guys can tell what it says, but it says God is in control. You guys have to have faith. You guys have to have faith and believe that as long as you do your part, God will take care of the rest. I know God sees me working. I know God sees me on the path, working out, eating healthy, discipline, putting in that work, following my plan. I will be rewarded. And I believe that wholesomely, truthfully, I believe I will be rewarded, and I will be because of my belief. And I'm going to go through the struggle, and I'm going to go through the struggle with a fucking smile on my face, staring back at doubt and fear like, fuck you. I'm going to fucking do what I need to do in order to become successful, and I'm going to enjoy the process. And I'm not going to fucking cry like a fucking baby and let this shit be my fucking personality and let this entire, I'm gonna enjoy the process. I'm gonna enjoy my life, enjoy the process, and continue to put one foot in front of the other, regardless of knowing what's coming next. I don't know what's coming next. Guys, I've been trading for 5-6 years. I've recently seen some success, but I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm still focused, but I'm learning to detach from my outcomes. I'm learning to enjoy the journey. I'm enjoying the process. I'm putting a smile on my face when things don't go my way, and just letting God guide me to the answer that I need. You have to learn to let go. You have to learn to let go. Don't take things too seriously. Love the journey. One day, I know for a fact, one day I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna miss this. I'm gonna miss the part when I was struggling and the AC was broken and I had the fucked up Nissan and I was going on dates and I couldn't afford this and I couldn't afford. I'm gonna miss these things. I'm gonna miss that. Learn to let go, trust God, and understand you are so much more valuable than you think. You're MJ without knowing you're MJ. Right now you're, like I said from the example in the beginning of the video, you're literally MJ after he awakened from a fucking coma. And he doesn't know, you don't know you're MJ right now. You don't know you're MJ. Guys, wake the fuck up. You have so much capability. You have so much potential. Believe in it. You're choosing to believe in the fucking reality where you're not successful, where you're not able to pursue your dreams and your goals. Why not choose to believe that things will play out better than you can imagine? Why not choose to believe that things can be better, that you can make more money, that things will just play out? Don't doubt yourself. Believe, trust God, have faith. God is in control. Do your part and meet God halfway, and everything will play out in your favor. I promise you. I'm on my way to my first 6-figure funded account. I'm bringing you guys with me. I'm gonna be dropping a video soon on taking my first 100K payout and passing my first 100K account. And it's gonna be amazing. And I just want to take you guys along for the journey. And anybody that supports me, I appreciate you. And yeah, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Get to fucking work. Believe in yourself. Have faith. God is in control. Meet him halfway. And just know that as long as you play your part, God will handle the rest. That's it for this video. I'm out.